Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Flanagan here. Just want to show you a couple tips and tricks, some smokes, some mollies that could help your game on cash. Just something simple. The first one I want to show you guys is how to smoke off the site from highway. So once you got yourself all the way in this little cubby here, all the way, you can't go any further. You're going to go to this line right here, directly out. And you're going to throw it. Okay. And so you will notice that there is and you could throw this a little farther too. I mean, it can't hurt, but sometimes there's a little gap here. Only enough for them to really see back here, but it's just enough for you to come back in here and plant safely. They won't be able to get you from here. But the reason being is because a lot of people, they know this smoke here, and that's just about it, and then you run in and you have to kind of deal with everybody. But if you throw that smoke in parallel with this smoke, it just helps out a lot. Right, so this smoke is for to block off ladder from anybody coming out from toxic barrels up the top ladder. What you want to do is line yourself up with this line right here. It goes all the way up. And you pretty much want to go to just about that height and just let it rip. And you'll be able to see this. Okay. And so what that's going to do is, once this is blocked off, person here doesn't have to worry about anything, as you can see. Okay. So they get to clear this for their teammates. Another one that's very easy to do, that I don't see a lot of people doing that could help the team a lot, especially you have one guy sitting in sunroom. You could just say, 20, 30 seconds into the round, if you heard vents pop and somebody might be boosted up in there, this could be a free kill. So what you want to do, this one, line up in the middle of this. Make sure you're all the way against the wall. I go above this one right here, and then I go just about this height. You light it, and then you walk about a second and a half. Okay. And then this one goes deep. This one will get everybody in here. So I see a lot of mollies being thrown. I even see it in the pro leagues where somebody can kind of still survive right on the edge here. And it doesn't really help. But what this does is when this molly gets thrown here, this person has to jump out. And this person that's lurking here can kind of try to get him as he goes by, and he can of course maybe have this smoked. Cross smokes are very, very, very useful, especially if you have somebody on the other team. For me, that are playing really deep mid, you got one person here, you got one person at sandbags, and you got one person maybe playing up close. And a lot of times a good way to do that is you can come right up here, aim right to the top of that. And then it's the same over here, but on the opposite side, okay? And what this does is this draws a wall right in the middle, and it blocks those two people off. Connector, white box. And when you throw that, you'd want to have somebody boosted up top. Maybe come right out here. And then clear that, okay? So now, if there's a person playing up close, you guys can trade that frag. And then you guys can kind of get in position. Maybe draw back that person. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to show you guys is how to smoke connector. This smoke is useful for, if you do this early round, it's a lot of times a good way to combat the mid-aggression. Sometimes there's an opera playing connector or white box, and if that's smoked off, a lot of times, sometimes they'll just give that up, or you're limiting the amount of spots that you have to check if you try to come out, so he's probably going to be white box or sandbags. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to line this up. It's 1, 2, 3. It's the third one. And then you want to be at the top of this X the entire time, okay? So line this up, and you're going to throw it at the very end of this, okay? And it's very important that you do it at the very end and not before then. Otherwise, you're going to be a little bit short. So I'm going to go right here. And as you can see, it's smoked out. All right, those are all my tips. I'll try to make more. If you guys want to request anything specific, just let me know on my YouTube channel. Make a comment. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. See you.